Hola Seekers, my name is Kim and bienvenidos to a Pick a Card. But before we get into the reading, I'd like to announce I will be giving away one personal reading. If you'd like to participate in this giveaway, all you have to do is comment down below what is one habit you have recently picked up that has inspired and or motivated you to integrate in your everyday routine, either because you've seen some improvement in your physical, mental, or emotional well-being, or because it has just inspired some joy within you. Also, if you can like and share this video and subscribe to my channel, then that would be amazing. The last day to enter this giveaway will be January 31st at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will be announcing the winner of this giveaway in my next video, so stay tuned for that. Also, for anyone who is new and is interested in a personal reading, all the information of what readings I offer are in the description box down below. And for those of you who have already received a personal reading from me, because of your support, I have been able to exercise my practice, learn more about my reading style, what I'm comfortable with, and what I am able to currently offer you. So after much consideration, contemplation, and acknowledgement of the time, space, and energy I like to give to each reading, I have decided to make some changes, as well as give you new options to choose from. And again, I thank you for all of your support, whether you're new or old to this channel. Thank you so much. Okay, but now let's get into the reading. So, inspired by the full moon energy and how it assists us with releasing old patterns, baggages, and blockages, in this reading, we will find out what are some of the blockages or stagnant energy that you will be releasing. And in this releasing, what new energy will you open door to usher into your life? We will also be getting information in regards to a significant event that will be occurring because of this full moon energy. Now, please know that this is a timeless reading. This reading was inspired by full moon energy. So whenever there is a full moon, you can always come back to this reading, choose another pile if you're called to, and see what you will be releasing and ushering in with the help of the full moon. So to do this reading, we will use oracle cards as well as el tarot, some keywords, and at the very end, I will pull out a message from the note jar. Okay? So we have 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 with this clear quartz. Group 2, this clear quartz. And lastly, group 3, presented by this clear quartz. Okay? So please take as much time as necessary. Pause the video if you need to. And once you've chosen your group, then head over to the comment section where the timestamp for each group is provided. Okay, now that you've got your group, let's jump into your reading. Hola Seekers who chose group 1 with this clear quartz. So I always begin my readings with an intuitive message, and the messages I receive for this group are be here and flicker of hope. So I am getting this energy of change and progress for this group, as well as progression. And if you've been waiting to receive a message, I am just feeling like this vibe of a very important or awaited message finally incoming or arriving to someone. I also get this vibe of traveling because I was receiving a lot of visuals in regards to New York during the winter time. So if you've been wanting to travel, contemplating on it, or wondering whether you will be able to travel, then this might be confirmation or validation for you guys. So now we will move on to the cards. So these cards here are to let us know what obstacles or stagnant energy you will be releasing, and this is the energy that will be ushering in. And this card is here to tell us of a significant event that will be occurring as a result of the full moon energy. Okay, but before looking at the cards, I would like to pull out a keyword just to see what the main focus will be about. Okay, so we have finances and relationship. So the 9 of Stones is the 9 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite's Tarot, and this denotes wealth, success, financial freedom, but I'm mostly seeing it as financial independence. Now, some of you might be having blockages in regards to your finances or in relationships. If that is so, what is blocking you might be some codependent tendencies or a lack mentality. Now, we do have the full moon showing up here twice, and that speaks of illusions, hidden truths, secrets, and the subconscious. So there seems to be some deep-rooted subconscious beliefs around needing to be with someone or needing someone else in order to have financial stability and security, or not believing that you can support, provide, and care for yourself. This might also be giving excessively to others to the point that they become dependent on you. And again, this might be because you believe that your sole responsibility or your only purpose is to give, and to provide. Now, with the moon showing up in horizontal, this is telling me that these beliefs are the root cause for these blockages. So it is time to self-reflect whether these beliefs are your truth or whether they are holding you back from your truth. And I say that because remember that the full moon is an energy of illusions. So these beliefs might have actually been instilled by others or even by old traditions. Because I'm looking at this image, and there's sort of this like dual personality going on here. And this full moon that is showing up here might be the you that is showing up in the world. Yet this one that is submerged in the water is the real you, the true you that is waiting to emerge and take reins of its own life. Because with the tradition card here, we see this enclosure, and when I see enclosures, that represents safety, protection, and security. But we see that the shaman, who is the magician of this deck, has chosen to step out of this enclosure. Now, we know that the magician is a manifester. It has all the tools, skills, knowledge, and magic needed to manifest and create whatever it wants for itself. So this is a very powerful and limitless energy. And it has chosen to step out of the enclosure. And the reason behind that is whatever seemed like protection and safety over time has actually become a prison. And it is only a prison because it either does not allow one to show its true potential, to be its most authentic self, or it has disempowered it in some way. So, if you have forgotten that you yourself are a magician, that you can support, care, and provide for yourself, then it is time to step out of whatever beliefs, notions, ideas that have caused you to forget your own power. This is about reclaiming your sovereignty. Now, we do have tradition here, and this card denotes respecting old traditions, but not being bound to them. So it's allowing yourself to create new traditions in accordance to your current beliefs, to your experiences, and to your present moment. This is about respecting the past, but embracing the new, accepting change. And we do have the serpent here that denotes change and transformation. So again, it is time to self-reflect and see what is it that you truly believe in. And what beliefs have you adopted from others? And whether these are beliefs that you still want to hold on to and carry into your future. Whether they are helping you, motivating you, or disempowering you. This is about remembering that you have a choice. That you have free will. That you can choose what to accept, what to believe in. You do not have to depend on others' beliefs, ideas, and notions in order to thrive. So if you fear letting go of a current relationship, or you're constantly looking to be in a relationship because you fear being single, then it is time to analyze why that is. Is it because you believe that the moment that you are single, that this financial stability and security will go away because you do not feel like you can provide for yourself? If so, then why is that? Is it because that's what has been instilled in you? What has been taught to you? Is it because that's the dynamic you saw in your parents? Knowing where it comes from allows us to see how much of it is an illusion and how much of it is true. Now, some of you might fear being in a relationship because you think that the moment that you do commit to someone, your independence or your liberty might be taken away from you. Maybe you fear you might become codependent on them, or they might become codependent on you. And again, it's time to see why that is and realize that being in a relationship doesn't mean that your freedom is taken away from you, because this is a very empowering energy. This is an energy that knows who it is, that has set its boundaries and respects it. So if you know who you are, if you know your worth, if you have set your boundaries and you respect them, then you are not going to allow anything or anyone to cross those boundaries. And the moment that you feel that your boundaries are being disrespected, then you know to either retreat or reroute. So you're not going to let anyone or anything disrespect you. So there's no need to worry about that. So it is very important to know what is of you and know what isn't, so that you can stand ground in who you truly are and never be confused by any outside source to the point that you become imprisoned and forget who you truly are. And for some of you, if you feel like you need to give in order to feel valued, in order to feel useful, then it is time also to reflect on why that is. And know that your value goes beyond to what you have to offer. You are valuable because you are you, not because of what you give. So if you're seeing some blockages in your finances, it might be because you are not tending to yourself. You're spending more time and energy excessively giving to others, that when it's time to give to you, you're depleted. So this is also about nurturing the self and giving to self, because I am receiving a lot of feminine energy with the full moon. So know that you are worthy. Know that you can succeed on your own. This doesn't mean like shut everyone away. It only means that you can become financially independent if you choose to. You do not have to depend on others in order to thrive. You can make your own choices. You can think for yourself. And if you choose to start your own business, your own projects, you can do so as well. And you have all that it takes to nurture it, for it to grow and to be prosperous. And this goes as well with relationships. The more you value yourself, the more you see your self-worth, and the more you start identifying who it is that you truly are, what is truly of you, then you can start opening yourself to relationships that are more in sync to your truth and that will not be codependent, that will not be connections out of needs or wants, but it will rather be based on mutual respect and reciprocity. Okay, but now we will look into the energy you will open door to as soon as you release these beliefs, okay? So I'd like to pull out some keywords. Okay, so we have romance. Okay. And this again is the overall energy, and we have the King of Stones. And to clarify, we have spiritual guidance and drifting. Okay? So the King of Stones is the King of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite's Tarot, and that is someone who is wealthy, successful, stable, reliable, committed, someone who is loyal and is a protector. And because we do have the energy of romance here, I do feel like this is someone who is coming into your life. And as I was mentioning before, as soon as you realize your worth and reclaim your power, then you will be able to attract someone who meets you eye to eye. Someone who is also financially independent, who is financially stable, who respects others and himself or herself, and does not overstep boundaries. So it's funny how we have so much full moon energy, and this is a reading about the full moon. So this person might literally come into your life during or around the full moon. But with the full moon showing up in these two cards, I'm seeing that there is a great compatibility between you both, because I am seeing you as showing up as the Magician and they are this King of Pentacles. So it might even be the case that you two might be going through some similar struggles or obstacles. And as soon as you release them, then that is when you can come and meet each other eye to eye. Because this is all about just reclaiming your power. Because both of you are very powerful beings. Both of you are very independent souls as well, it seems. And the only reason why there has been so many blockages in your life, it's because you have forgotten your true self. You have not allowed this very independent and free-spirited energy that you are to shine and come through. Because we know that the wolf is part of a pack, but we have like a lone wolf here. So I'm getting the same energy of this tradition. It's following a group of people, following old beliefs, and then realizing that, wait, you don't believe in any of this. You don't resonate with any of this any longer. And that's the same thing I feel with this wolf. It took him a while to realize that maybe the pack he was hanging around with wasn't really his tribe. Now he's going out on an adventure to look for his true tribe, for his true soul family. And I feel like you might be part of that soul family. Because this moon energy feels almost magnetic, like it's pulling both of you together. Now again, this King of Pentacles is someone who will not demand things from you, who will not expect things from you. This person here will give to you unconditionally because this person is already fulfilled in of themselves, especially in terms to like finances. They're really well off, I feel. Maybe what is only lacking for them, let's say, is like an emotional fulfillment, because the moon is the ruler of the tides and water connects with emotions and feelings, and we do get this vibe of anguish and loneliness here. So possibly that is the only thing that this person feels like they are missing. But for some reason with you guys, I feel like you are either very connected with your feminine energy, or you will be connecting more with your feminine energy. And again, feminine energy has all to do with emotions, with feelings, with nurture. So it almost feels like you balance each other well. If you decide to, you might start your own business, your own endeavors, and they will bring you some financial stability, but it might not be to the extent that this person is at, because I feel like this person is very well off, and you have all the emotional maturity and like sort of the emotional abundance that possibly this person has not yet reached. So when you meet, it's sort of like you I don't want to say complete each other, but you balance each other out perfectly. That's why I feel like a sense of attraction, like magnets coming together. Now we do have spiritual guidance and drifting. So with these two cards, I'm seeing this vibe of going with the flow, of allowing things to unfold organically, of trusting in the universe and the guidance that is given to you in order for whatever it is that you're calling to finally find you. Because I'm also sensing that this King of Stones is on a spiritual journey or on a spiritual mission. Like I'm saying, I get like this magnetism and this sort of calling with this moon energy. So it feels like this person is already fulfilled in all aspects of their life, but now they're looking for like their counterpart. Now they're looking for their life partner. I know that wolves mate for life. So it seems that they are on this journey because they decided that they want to meet their person. And so universe is telling you here that they're working with this person to bring them towards you. But in order for them to find you, in order for them to see you, and especially to recognize you, it is very crucial for you to show up in your authenticity. Because it almost feels like you are the moon, right? And that's what they're being pulled towards. And so it's important for the true moon, the true you, to be the one shining and glowing brightly. So if you feel a call to do some changes in your life, to speak up, to create something new, then follow that call. Because if you've been trying to manifest a partner, if you've been trying to manifest the right person, then this is the reason why you're being nudged to take this action or to create this change in your life. And possibly I do feel like you might work with this person. You might bring either your talents or your ideas together to create something new, and that will bring a lot of financial abundance. And with romance, of course, I feel like there's going to be a lot of romance here, a lot of emotional abundance as well. So with drifting, it is very important to follow your inner guidance, to be true to yourself, and to listen to your intuition as well. That's what I get with spiritual guidance. And with all this moon energy, the moon also denotes intuition. And with the phases here, I'm seeing it as change. There is a change occurring. A phase of your life is ending so a new one can begin. But that's only if you allow for it to begin. That is only if you think outside of the box, step outside of the box in order for this wolf to find you, in order for this change to meet you. Okay, but now let's look at a significant event that this full moon will bring. And we have the King of Pentacles again, and we have, what is it? The letter number 15. So if we add up the number 15, that is 6, and 6 speaks about balance, and also see it as reunion or union. So again, if you've been asking for a partner, for a life partner, I'm getting major life partner vibes here, then this person is on its way to meet you. And I guess that has to do a lot with the intuitive message I was receiving at the beginning. Like something is incoming. I feel like this person is incoming. So in order to receive this energy, you need to be open to it. And in order to be open to it, we need to let go of what is filling our hands at this moment so that we can receive this letter and this message. So with the letter, I do feel like this King of Pentacles is coming with communications, is coming with an offer, is coming with a promise. I'm also seeing this letter as a promise. If this is like you've been waiting to hear from a King of Pentacles energy, then please know that that is what you're opening yourself to, finally receiving this communication. And probably the reason you haven't been receiving communication from this King of Pentacles might be because of these blockages, because of these fears of possibly relationships, of codependency, or maybe you yourself were giving off this vibe of neediness, because again, this is coming from you believing that you don't have already all that you need within you. And so that was kind of pushing this energy away. So now that you claim your own abundance and realize that you don't need someone else in order to fulfill you, then this person can come in, because both of these energies are very empowering, very, very full. So it's all about embracing your power, sort of like a power couple dynamic here, and then you can come together. So yes, I feel like meeting this King of Pentacles, meeting this person is what this full moon, and we do have a lot of full moon energy, will help usher in. And it will bring emotional abundance as well as financial abundance. And I'm seeing it also as clarity. It will bring a lot of clarity again, because this person will come in with a different dynamic, meaning like the relationship with this person might be one that you've never experienced before, because this one will be balanced. This one will be reciprocal. There will be unity and union in this relationship. There won't be confusion here of who you are, of who this person is. Everything will be laid out on the table for you to see. Nothing will be hidden. Okay? So now I'm going to pull out a message for you guys. Okay, so we have don't give up. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought some guidance, some clarity. If it did, then please leave a like or a comment. And if you want to stick around for more readings with me, Kim, then please do subscribe. I do offer personal readings. All the information is in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next moment, bye-bye. Hello seekers who chose group 2 with this clear quartz. So I like to begin my readings with an intuitive message, and the only message I received for this group was actually a word, and that is aware. I feel like there is some information that is being shown to you, given to you, or will be given to you, and Spirit really is encouraging you to just pay a little more attention to your surroundings, to what is being said to you, to what you're picking up on, because this information is crucial and it's probably what you have been asking for to either make some decision or to confirm something that you have been suspecting. Okay, but now let's look into the cards. So these cards are here to tell us what are some of the blockages or stagnant energy that you will be releasing. These cards here are to let us know what new energy will come in once you release this, and this is to give us information of what important event will be occurring because of the full moon energy. Okay, so before we look at these cards, I just want to pull out a keyword to see what this energy will focus on. Okay, and we have project. Okay, so now let's look into the cards. So the first card is to give us the overall energy. And we have 4 of Vessels, boredom, and to clarify, we have Dreamer. Okay, so the 4 of Vessels is the 4 of Cups in the Rider-Waite's Tarot, and this denotes an energy of disillusionment, nostalgia, fantasizing, and daydreaming, especially since we have the Dreamer card here to clarify. So if recently you have been feeling a bit lethargic, bored, or dissatisfied, I do not feel it has anything to do with your actual environment or a lack of action in your life, or even a lack of ideas. Because as you can see, there's a lot going on around this woman. There's water flowing, it's overflowing, and water for me, I connect it with feelings, emotions, and also with spirit. So I do feel, like I mentioned at the beginning, that spirit is trying to reach out to you, to send some information to you, but for some reason they haven't been able to connect with your energy. As you can see, all this life is growing around her, but it's really not touching her. And the reason why there's this disconnection is because you're either too much in your headspace or caught up in your emotions, and that is not allowing you to be present in the moment, to be grounded. Now, the intuitive message was aware. And when we are not grounded, we are not able to be aware of our surroundings. And it is very important for you to be in the present moment, because there are some opportunities coming your way, possibly some offers. And I feel like these offers have to do with a project. Now, we do have the Dreamer card here, and this is an energy of fantasizing, visualizing. It almost gives me like the preparations for manifesting, right? We have this person who is so tall that it is able to reach the skies. And as I was mentioning, I do feel like some ideas are trying to make themselves known to you. And these ideas are coming from a higher source, are coming from the divine. Yet you're not giving much focus to these ideas. It's like you're putting them in the back burner of your mind, and what's at the forefront is this fogginess, this unclarity. And it's only because you're caught up in something that has already happened. Now, the 4 of Vessels can denote this energy of a missed opportunity. If you feel like you have missed an opportunity, or if something didn't go as you expected it to, Spirit has given you all the space to mourn and grieve about it, but they're really encouraging you not to stay in this energy for a long period of time, especially during this time, because they are presenting you with something that will be worthwhile, that will meet your needs and will be more in tune with what you really want and desire. So what feels like a missed opportunity was actually a saving grace for you, because what you really wanted or need is being offered to you in the now. So that's why it's very important for you guys to ground. If you feel like there hasn't been any action in your life, it is because in order to see this action, it requires for you to take action. So again, I do feel like there hasn't been a lack of ideas. I do feel like you have been receiving ideas either through dreams or just daydreaming, or you just get these moments of inspiration. And those have been ideas sent to you from the divine, from your higher self, from spirit. And it is to get you moving so that you can create this change that you've been craving for. So this is about taking action. You've been spending a lot of time just thinking about things, envisioning, daydreaming, and now it is time to bring them into fruition. And with all of this life here and this energy flow, with the water here falling and overflowing, it does feel like there's movement, energy is flowing, but for some reason you're not connecting with it. Feels like being in a mood, like being in a mood of, not caring, not wanting to hear, know about anything, and then feeling really bad about nothing happening in your life. So this is about being a participant in your life and realizing that sometimes in order to see action, we need to create that movement. We need to take those first steps. Most of us think that the universe needs to work for us, but this is about co-creating with the universe. It's a dance with the universe, and it takes two to tango. So the universe makes one move, and they have already bringing all these ideas to you, these opportunities and this offer. Now it's your turn to make the move. Take the offers, start on these ideas, get working on them, so that you can start moving in the direction that you crave, that you want to, which is in a direction of change, of movement, of excitement and action. Also, I feel this is an energy of not silencing your wants and your needs. So if this is in regards to a collaboration, it is important to let your voice be heard, because I'm looking at her dress and we have the colors blue and green. Green I related to the heart chakra and blue with the throat chakra. So if there is something that you do not agree on, let it be known. Speak up. If there's something that you feel does not resonate with you, then let it be known. Speak up. If for some reason you are not comfortable with the situation, then know that you can step out of it. You don't have to move forward in something that you do not believe in, especially if this is in terms to achieving a dream of yours, to getting closer to your dreams. You don't have to force your dreams to happen. They will happen as long as you believe in them and keep pursuing them with a pure and sincere heart. Maybe they might not come true in the time that you expect them to, but they will manifest. So you don't have to, because I'm getting the sense of purity, you don't have to stain your dreams or misshape them. So you don't have to do anything that you do not feel comfortable with. Because I don't know, I'm just seeing this woman here, and it's almost like she was really excited about pursuing her dreams, about working on this. But as time went by, other people started interfering, putting their own ideas, and all of a sudden it got out of her hands, out of her control. And now the thing that she wanted the most has shape-shifted into something that she completely does not believe in. And that's what's bringing such disillusionment and dissatisfaction. So if that is the case, or if you feel like this is starting to happen to you, know that you don't have to pursue in this, because if it's no longer your dream, then you don't have to keep putting any more energy into it. This is about accomplishing your dreams and your goals. And as I mentioned before, following it with a pure heart. So I'm getting this message of stay true to yourself, stay true to your dreams, and they will believe in you to manifest them. Okay? So now we will move into what energy you will allow to usher in once we get out of this stump here. So perfect. We have the wheel. And we have guarded in reverse. Okay, and I will pull out a keyword just to give us, focus on what this is about. We have inspiration and we have conclude. That is perfect. Okay, so the wheel is the Wheel of Fortune in the Rider-Waite's Tarot, and it's perfect because the number 10 speaks about conclusions. It's about endings, and we do have the keyword conclude here. So as soon as you decide to take action, as soon as you decide to move forward, that's when you allow for a change to occur. That's when you allow for this phase of your life that felt stagnant, that felt unexciting or uneventful, to finally end, so that you can move into a phase of your life that will feel like progression, that will inspire you and motivate you to keep on moving forward. Now we do have project here, we have inspiration, So I do feel like this might be in terms to some project that you have been pursuing, and it was the case that you started feeling a bit dissatisfied with the results of it or how things were going. And so when you decide to maybe speak up about the situation or create a change, that's when things will start shifting in your life. That's when you will feel a bit, again, a sense of control. Because the Wheel of Fortune is often seen as a card of fate. But I love how it's represented in this deck because, as you can see, this is sort of like a tapestry, right? It's a shirt. So that's saying that you can come up here and unravel this anytime that you want and create a new design. This is saying that fate and destiny is always in your hands. Nothing is written in stone. As soon as you decide to make a change, then change will happen. So if you feel like your dream has been taken away from you, then know that that is not true. You can reclaim your dream. You can start moving it in the direction that you want to. So do not give up hope in regards to this. You decide how this ends and how it moves forward. Now with the Guarded card here in reverse, I'm seeing a sense of putting your defenses down and also surrendering. Possibly you have been a little bit defensive at this moment, and that might even be one of the blockages that is not really allowing for change to come in. And again, it might be because you're either up in your head overthinking about what you feel to be a missed opportunity. And when we feel that way, sometimes we feel like the universe is against us, that the world is against us, that we can never be happy, that the world doesn't want us to be happy, and we can put our defenses up. And that's even when we start disconnecting with the world, with our surroundings. So as soon as you let go of this mentality, as soon as you realize that, hey, the universe doesn't really give or take away from me. I'm the one who creates. I'm the one who can control how I feel and how I move forward. Please know that there are some things that we cannot control. For example, the weather, right? We cannot control the weather. We cannot control how other people think, how other people act or react. That's something that's out of our control, but we can control how we feel about a situation, how we react to a situation, and how we move forward in regards to something. So this is about taking control of what you can control, realizing also what you can control, and taking action in regards to it. So as soon as you reclaim this power, then that's when you put your defenses down. And that's also when you can actually see more clear the situation. That's what I'm seeing with the eye here. So this is reminding me of the third eye, and that represents clarity and focus. And that's something that we were lacking here in this energy. So as soon as you make this decision to take action, to make change happen in your life, then all this fogginess, even lethargy and boredom, it kind of dissipates. Just like clouds, right? We know that clouds, they're never stagnant. They're always drifting, and they dissipate because clouds are made of water, right? So especially when it rains, that's when the clouds fade away. And I'm seeing tears or rain here. So as I was mentioning, you might be a lot in your emotions, and the reason why you can't get out of this slump might be because you haven't really allowed yourself to register these emotions, or possibly even cry about a situation, because again, your defenses might be up. You might be a bit too guarded, even in regards to your emotions and your vulnerability. So I feel like the clouds and this rain here, or these tears, are symbolizing that the moment that you allow yourself to feel, to cry over this situation, cry about it, then the feelings, the weight of this finally lifts. So the clouds finally disappear. And then that's when you're able to see with more clarity. That's when you're able to let go of the frustration, of the anger, of the sadness, of the grief. And then see that there are brighter days coming for you. Because we have the moon represented here, and we have the sun. So I feel like this is you moving into a new day. And we have 3 herons here, and the number 3 for me, I see it as creativity and creation, as well as inspiration. So that is the energy you are moving into. And again, with the Guarded card in reverse, I feel like you open yourself to receive. So when before you were probably rejecting all of the offers that were coming your way, now in this energy, you're allowing yourself to receive what is the universe is presenting to you, and seeing how you can work with it, or how this can help you achieve your dreams or get closer to your dreams. And also, sometimes we get really fixated on how to get about a situation. This is how I'm going to achieve my dreams or achieve my goal, and there's no other way. And when that road gets closed for us, then we think, well, then that's it. And this is realizing that you can find other routes and other ways to get where you want to be. And I feel like this is also talking about finding new things that will inspire you, things that maybe you never thought you will actually feel excitement over. So maybe you've always done traditional art, and you've never thought about doing digital art. Maybe you hated the idea of digital art, and then an opportunity is given to you where you try digital art and you find that you really like this new medium, that you really enjoy it, and you get inspired by it. You even get more ideas, and that opens a gateway to you to explore, to learn new, and to develop your skills even further. So I do see a major and drastic change occurring for you guys, you receiving more inspiration, this phase of your life that seemed pretty boring, finally concluding, and a lot of opportunities coming in for you, a lot of projects and new creative endeavors. And again, if it is an ongoing project, this is taking your idea back, taking your dream back, and then moving with it in the direction that you wanted it to go in. Okay? So lastly, we are going to see a significant event that will be occurring because of the full moon energy. So, we have the Two of Cups, number 19, and this is the Gentleman. Okay, interesting. So the Two of Cups denotes partnership. It can represent a romantic relationship or connection, but I am not really sensing that here. I feel it has to do with some collaboration or creative partnership. Now, the number 19, when we add up the 1 and 9, we get the number 10. Again, that represents conclusions, ending of cycles. I don't know if some of you guys have been in a contract or signed a contract and you've just been waiting for this contract to finally end because it didn't turn out how you expected it to. Then I feel like this contract is finally coming to a close, and once it does, you will feel liberated. It's like the ending of a cycle in your life. It's like a sense of freedom. Now you can finally start dreaming for yourself and envisioning for yourself again. Or finally start taking action in regards to what you have been envisioning thus far. But with the Two of Cups, I do feel like this is a new offer coming in, as I keep mentioning. So it's an opportunity to collaborate with someone. And since we do have the energy of a gentleman here, it is someone who is going to value your viewpoints and who is going to listen to you and commit to your dreams. Because it almost feels, I'm not sensing that this person might have the same vision as you. It's just that they are here to be your supporter. So it almost feels like a sponsor, somebody who is giving you money in order to begin your project or to set this off. So it's kind of reminding me of that, what is it, program Kickstarter? So like people supporting your work so that you can finally put it to the public. But it does feel like a very respectful partnership. And I feel like this person has someone who has had their eye on you, who appreciates your work, likes your work, and also your ethics. You might have expressed your viewpoints in regards to something, and this person agrees with you 100%. And that's why they're very adamant on working with you. And it feels like with this person, you can put your guard down. Like this person is trustworthy. If not, this can be someone who is a creator as well as you, and you do have the same vision, and because of this you are able to move forward in regards to your dream, because now you found somebody who actually thinks like you, who has the same vision as you. And again, you can feel comfortable with this person and expressing your dreams because they don't shut you down. They listen to you and they give you their own ideas, and these ideas appeal to you as well. So this is a very mutual and reciprocal energy. So it's giving back and forth equally. And that's why I feel there's a lot of this inspiration energy going on here, because you inspire this person and this person inspires you, and so on. So the wheel is always turning and moving. It doesn't get stagnant. Okay, and I'm also seeing this like two polarities coming together beautifully to create balance, to create this peaceful and harmonious state. And I feel like that is representing both of your energies coming together here. Now this might turn to be a romantic partner if it's not just only a like a business partner or a creative partner. So meeting this person, connecting with this person, and working with this person will be the main event that this full moon energy will help usher in for you guys. Now I'm going to pull out a message. So we have two. Oh, perfect. So for every ending, there is a beginning. That summarizes this wheel card. So again, if this is in regards to a missed opportunity and you feel like you'll never get a chance again, know that that is not the case. There is a new beginning waiting for you, okay? And this is just saying that yes, there is ending occurring for you guys, but a new beginning is also on its way. And this beginning feels like it's more in resonance with you and what you want. So the next message. Okay, here you go. You've asked, I've listened, yes is the answer. Okay, so that is your last message for you guys. Now I know it says gentleman, but that's just the energy. It doesn't have to be that it's a male coming in, but it can be. This is just denoting that this person is very respectful of you and your ideas. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought some guidance, some clarity. If it did, then please leave a like or a comment. And if you want to stick around for more readings with me, Kim, then please do subscribe. I do offer personal readings. All the information is in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next moment, bye-bye. Hello seekers who chose group 3. So I like to begin my readings with an intuitive message, and for this group I heard the phrase because of you, and then the song Because of You by Kelly Clarkson started playing in my mind. I also heard the message feel into your heart, as well as let it be washed away. Also, I believe Spirit is encouraging you to look towards the direction that your heart is signaling to. There just feels like there's a lot of emotional energy going on with this group, and it's time to release a lot of this which has possibly been weighing heavy in you. Forgiveness and compassion is coming through for you guys. But now let's look into the cards. So these cards here are to show us what are some of the blockages or stagnant energy that you will be releasing, and these cards are here to show us what is the energy that will be ushering in once you release this. And this card is here to let us know of a significant event that will be occurring because of the full moon energy. So before we look into these cards, I would like to pull out a keyword just to see what this will focus on. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, so we have create. And now we'll look into the cards. So the first card is to give us the overall energy. And we have the Queen of Vessels. And to clarify, we have Rise. So that is a nice energy. Let me put them here. Okay. So the Queen of Vessels is the Queen of Cups in the Rider-Waite's Tarot, and this denotes a emotionally mature person who is kind and sensitive, nurturing, as well as extremely empathic and intuitive, because vessels is denoting the element of water, and I connect water with emotions, intuition, and also with spirit. Now, this might be representing your energy or the energy of someone in your life. And I'm feeling like it's both in this case. So firstly, it is representing you in that you are a very intuitive and an empathic individual. You might not do things how the rest of the world does it. Possibly most of your life, you might have felt like a fish out of water, or people tended to point their fingers at you and judge you because you saw the world differently and you perceived things differently. And that's only because you were perceiving the world in a different manner. It's almost like you had this extra sense that other people could not understand. And that is because you were picking up on energy most of your life. You saw things that other people couldn't see. You felt into things that other people weren't receptive to. I think you guys are either very psychic or you're just very sensitive to the energy around you. Because as you can see, we have the salmon here. Now, the salmon is unlike the other fishes because it swims upstream rather than downstream. And if we didn't know about the trajectory of the salmon, we would think this fish had gone cuckoo. Because going upstream is not an easy task in the first place. And for an outsider, it just doesn't make sense why the fish would do this. But those who know that the salmon is doing this for a reason. The salmon has a purpose, and it is going upstream in order to find their counterpart, in order to mate and to procreate. So I feel this is pretty much representing your trajectory. Now, I'm not saying you've been spending all of your life trying to look for your mate. It's just that you did things in a way that other people couldn't quite understand why you were going about this situation so differently, so out of the norm. You were practically the salmon to all the outside viewers. And maybe this caused a lot of insecurity or possibly doubt within you. Because if people were judging and pointing fingers at you for most of your life, then there must have been a point in which you were like, then what am I doing wrong? There must be something that I'm not doing right. Why am I so different? And it's not that you were exactly, I know I use that phrase different, but it's just that you were doing things your way. Now we do have the keyword create here. So this for me is denoting that you are a very creative individual. And that is because when you take action, when you move forward, when you create, you're not listening to people around you or what everyone else does or to what is acceptable or what is popular. You're listening to your spirit. You're following your intuition. You're doing what feels right for you and what inspires you. And that's why we have the Rise card here. This is about allowing yourself to show up authentically. This is about realizing that you're not doing anything wrong. You're just doing things your way, and that there's nothing wrong about that. The Rise card reminds me of freedom, of liberty, of spreading your wings and letting yourself soar. This is about not limiting yourself any longer or minimizing yourself for the sake of others. This is about letting yourself rise. Because there is nothing wrong with you. There's everything right with you. And even if people sometimes do not understand, it's not your job to make them understand. And it's okay if they don't understand. Because this is not about them anyways. This is about your journey and your trajectory. You know where you're going and you know where you're heading. And you know that what you're doing is coming from a loving and authentic space. So the only obstacle I'm feeling here is not letting yourself fully be who you truly are. Not listening to your intuition, blocking your intuition by feeling shame or guilt about how you show up in the world. Now, the second interpretation I was getting here is that this might have actually been a mother figure or someone who was like a mother to you. It might even be like a sister, a sibling, someone who you really took into consideration their advice or their opinions. And this person might have told you time and again that there was something wrong with you or that you weren't doing things the right way. They might have shunned you or just not quite understood where you were coming from and judged you because of that. And again, since this is a person that you truly admired and cherished, you took their opinions and what they said about you to heart. So much so that you changed yourself to fit their standards and to meet their needs. And Spirit is asking you now, you can break away from that. You can forgive them for not really understanding and for not really seeing you and loving you without any conditions and limitations. We love as much as we know, and this is as much as they knew. But that doesn't mean that you yourself cannot love yourself to the fullest. This doesn't mean that you cannot see yourself for your truth. So if you choose to, and if you decide to, you can forgive them, hold space for them, compassion for them, and forgive yourself if you feel the need to. And move forward. Do your thing proudly. So it is time for you to rise. Yes, you are an intuitive being. Yes, you are empathic. You are sensitive to energy. You see the world differently because you perceive the world differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you can allow yourself to create your own life now, how you want to live it. You don't have to follow anybody else's idea of what is right or what is wrong. You can move forward now with love, compassion, and forgiveness in your heart. So that's what I'm getting here. Now let's look into what you will allow to usher in once you remove these blockages. So we have the hooded man and we have home. So I'd like to pull out a keyword as well here. Okay, I got two. So we have patience and we have conclude. So the hooded man is the Hermit card in the Rider-Waite's Tarot. And the Hermit card denotes introspection, inner guidance, solitude, self-reflection, and I'm also getting the word integration. So with this energy, I'm seeing you coming back to you. It's almost like you've been wandering all this time because you felt like you lost a part of yourself. Possibly when you began listening to all these opinions and criticism, you removed yourself from you. And all this time you've been searching to get back home to you. And once you realize that, these people, they didn't know where you were coming from and that their opinions weren't based on any truth, specifically and especially your truth. Now you've allowed yourself to finally shine this lantern here, which I'm seeing it as your inner light, so you can find your way back to you. I'm also getting like this feeling of being asleep all this time. Like you put a part of you to sleep and now finally you sent out a call to awaken your spirit. And now it's heard the call and it's heeding it. Because we do have this bird here, which is the wren, I believe. And this wren shows up in this deck as the Page of Swords. And we know that the Page of Swords is a messenger. So I'm seeing this as a message coming from Spirit, as a message coming from you, saying, hey, come back home. It's time to come back home. And you're doing so. That's why I feel I get the word integration, because we do have this tree in the background, and this tree shows up in the world card. And this tree for me symbolizes the heart of the wood. So I see it as a representation of the connection with the universe, with the divine. It's your higher self. So you're integrating. You're connecting with your higher self. You're connecting with your truth. You're connecting with your authenticity. You're aligning, realigning. And I feel that's why we have the term conclude here. Now the number 9 is the number before 10, and 10 is the number of completions and conclusions. So this is coming to that conclusion, arriving to that ending. And I was talking a lot about home, and I seriously forgot that we had this clarifier, and it's the home card. Yes, I do feel like this is coming home, coming back home to you. If you've been feeling lost, if you've been feeling wandering, this is finally ending for you. Now it's beautiful because we have these birds, and then we have birds flying over the house here. Usually I see the birds as representing your dreams, your aspirations, your goals. It's letting them take flight. It's letting them soar. It's finally allowing yourself to accept them and believe in them. And with them flying over the home here, I'm seeing it as you finally reconnecting with these dreams of yours. Maybe dreams that you have abandoned over time because of all this judgment, of all this insecurity and this doubt. You're finally reconnecting with them. And I'm seeing the home as also representing grounding. So it's like grounding in terms to your dreams, committing to them, committing to making these dreams a reality. And again, I'm getting this sense of forgiveness. If you have abandoned your dreams, this is forgiving yourself for doing so. If you feel any guilt or shame in regards to it, this is about forgiving yourself for it and allowing yourself to try again, to start anew, without any shame, without any guilt. I also feel like this is representing finding a new home, not just within yourself, but also in your physical reality. It's like as soon as you integrate, as soon as you come home back to you, connect with your spirit, connect with your authenticity, then you are able to reflect that. That's reflected in your outer reality. And so you find people who feel like home to you. You maybe finally find a physical house that feels like home to you. Maybe the home that you never had when you were a kid. You finally find that place where you can settle, where you can nurture your dreams and expand them, where you can build and you can create limitlessly and openly. This is a very beautiful energy. Honestly, out of the 3 groups, this is giving me such a nice feeling because it feels like it's been a long time coming for you guys. I even feel like crying a bit, but it does feel like it's been a long time coming for you guys. And we do have the keyword patience here. You have been very patient. And I feel like you have tried to be, and you have been very understanding of others. Even if you really couldn't quite comprehend why they acted this way, why they were so mean at times, why they didn't give you the space to explain yourself, or why they didn't even try to listen to you. Because you've always tried to be understanding of others. You've always tried to really take the time to see where they were coming from, even if you possibly didn't agree with them. You were very respectful of them, but sometimes the world didn't show you the same respect. But I'm seeing that even through all of that, that did not deteriorate your purity, and I'm getting like innocence, but also your compassion, your heart. And so that's why you will be able to come back home to you and to restart anew and create a world for yourself. A world built out of compassion, out of forgiveness, and out of kindness. Now we're going to look into this card to see a significant event that will be ushering in with the full moon. And we have the 4 of Cups, number 17, and we have the fish. So we have a fish again. So, as I was mentioning, you might have felt like the fish out of water. And I feel like with the Four of Cups, this is denoting a sense of peace and harmony. Now, usually the Four of Cups did come out for group 2 in this part of the reading, and it's usually represented as a feeling of disillusionment and disappointment, an energy of missed opportunities. But that's not what I'm feeling with you guys. It feels like this is a time of peace and surrender. Now, there might be an offer coming in for you guys, an offer that the universe is presenting to you, but it almost feels like there is no rush, no hurry to take this offer. And it's not so much because you're not seeing it or you're not wanting it. It's just that it's this energy of patience. Like you're setting time and space for everything in your life, and at this moment everything is just as it should be, and you're not rushing anything. Because in contrast to this fish here who is going upstream, beating against the current, we have this fish that's in calm waters and who is just peeking through the surface to see what's going on. And it's almost like you might find this beautiful space, this beautiful home, and you might just, be a hermit, be in that place and decide to not go out, and because you've made your little bubble. Like I said, you created your own little world and really don't imagine yourself being anywhere else. You're comfortable where you are. You've traversed such a long journey to get here. You're not going anywhere for quite a while. That's the energy I'm getting here. Now, 1 and 7, that equals 8, and 8 is an energy of working on something persistently so that you can build a skill or perfect it. So again, I'm getting kind of this hermit mode energy in which you're locked up in a room working on something relentlessly because you're passionate about it, because you believe in it. So again, this might be in terms to some projects, some creative endeavors. This might just be in regards to yourself, reparenting yourself, re-nurturing yourself. And you're okay with this space. You're okay where you're at. So this is very beautiful and new energy, because it's almost like the universe offers you something, but you kindly, I wouldn't say reject it, but you kindly tell the universe, I see you, I hear you, I acknowledge you, but at this moment, I'm okay where I am at. At this moment, I'd rather take more time and space for myself. Now is not the time. And the universe respects your decision. And they're like, okay, so we'll let you be, and we'll keep this offer on standby so that when you're ready, when you decide, we'll offer it to you again, and we'll see then whether you choose to take it or not. That's the energy I'm getting here. It's very calm, very peaceful, very soothing. So if inner peace and outer peace is what you've been asking, what you've been wanting, then that is what is coming for you guys. So this is an energy of really nothing happening for you. Like, not saying like nothing really eventful happening, but everything happening because everything is in its right place. And with this fish here, I feel like this is also denoting that someone who also felt like this fish out of water might come into your life. And this person is someone that the universe might be sending to you so that you can connect with, maybe befriend, maybe start a relationship with. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic, it can be platonic. But again, maybe you're like, no, I'd rather be in solitude at this moment. I'd rather be alone. But I feel like this fish is always kind of around, trying to connect with you or get closer to you. And I'm not feeling it as a bad energy. It's just someone who is very much like you and who has been through the same struggles and difficulties and misunderstandings as you. So you can really connect with this person at a very deep level. But at this moment, it feels like you're choosing not to get in any relationships or start any connections or relationships. Like, the primary relationship at this moment is the relationship with self. Okay? But now I'm going to pull out a message. from the note jar. And we have 3. I'm going to take them. My love is not fragile. This is from the movie Frozen 2. And I feel like this is something this fish would say. So this could be a romantic offer, and possibly the reason that you might also not be accepting this offer that's coming in is that you are still healing some emotional wounds and you're still a little mistrustful of what comes your way. And that's why you're asking the universe to give you more time and more space. And I feel that the universe is being respectful of it, because this doesn't feel like a forceful energy. It just comes in very peacefully and slowly. So it's very respectful of your wants, your needs, and your choices. Okay, but I feel like this is just representing that this person's intentions are pure and they are sincere. The next message. You see, beautiful. You're doing well. If you have ever doubted it, if anybody else has ever made you doubt it, know that you're doing well. Spirit acknowledges and sees you. And you are beautiful just the way that you are. You have always been, okay? And the last message. I am here for you, always. Okay? So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought some guidance, some clarity. If it did, then please leave a like or a comment. And if you want to stick around for more readings with me, Kim, then please do subscribe. I do offer personal readings. All the information is in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next moment, bye bye.